So my name is Holger Dieterich and I'm a freelance product manager and I do consultant work for startups in Berlin. And I have a non-profit, I work with a non-profit called Sozialhelden, and the product I'm working on there is wheelmap.org, which is a map for wheelchair accessible places. I can show you some problems here with these old buildings in Berlin. The app is called Wheelmap, okay. And you can quickly see in your surrounding where are places you can go to. So this, for example, is Kurkuma. It's red. It has stairs in the entry, and which means that it's not wheelchair accessible. And if you see that's not true, you can quickly change that and change it and say, okay, it is partly, and then save it and it's done. You don't need to register. And that way, with an iPhone application, with a web app, and soon we have an Android app as well. We have more than 100,000 marked places now, and this is online for 1 year. So you see, we can go to this shop, or the market hall is, for example, fully wheelchair accessible. We just passed by this. And we hope that this helps a little bit to plan your day and to be more independent and to be an inclusive part of the society. That's actually our goal. One other thing I do is I write the Startup Digest, which is a weekly newsletter with startup events in Berlin. Yeah, and it's getting bigger. There are more and more events. The features more like between 5 and 10 maybe.
Every week?
Every week. Tomorrow night is Web Monday, it's called. Tuesday is the Upfront user group, which is about design and front-end development. So it's pretty specific, but there are people who are really working in this area. So if you're interested in that, or you want to work with those people, you just go there. And I like it that most of the events are pretty non-commercial. So it's not that you have to pay a fee to get in or so, but it's more about meeting each other. There's Open Coffee Club one Friday every month, where you can meet investors and pitch your idea. There are co-working spaces where it's easy to meet other people. Like in this area in Kreuzberg, there's a co-op, which is a rather small one. It's like a two rooms, smaller office. And there's Beta House, which is pretty big. I think in Germany this is a place where many startups are. There are two bigger incubators or VC companies who fund them. They're famous for, others say they are for copycats, like the German version of Facebook and all these things. So they take, or the German Groupon. So there are two groups who do this. They're both in Berlin, and there's room for smaller startups. There are also big universities here. There are 3 big universities, and they have programs to make it easier for you to start. So you can get a little bit of funding there. They give you a room, and there's of course a lot of talent. Well, we're in Berlin, Kreuzberg. This is the area I lived for 10 years, and I'm here to show you around a little bit. So this area is, as you see, a bit touristy today. Very nice to walk around, very nice restaurants, and generally a place where it's good to hang out in a cafe or meet friends. Kreuzberg is a bit of an alternative district. Multicultural, people say, like lots of immigrants and people from Turkey. So the döner was invented here, for example, the famous fast food. And you see, there's a discussion also about gentrification in Kreuzberg, but this is a kind of protected area, so you cannot raise rent too much, and this area must not change too much. So, for example, this building here is very new. It's a shopping center and with doctors, and there was protests on the street against this when they saw it. But you see that the style is very similar to the other buildings, which are from, I think, what's called Gründerzeit or so. It's like 100 years old. Okay. So, and I live nearby in one of those buildings. So, although it's Sunday, what I can show you is that we can walk in the backyard. It's nearby where Movie Pilot is, the company I used to work for, the startup I used to work for. Yeah, it was in a different part of Kreuzberg before, but now it's here. And what you see is structurally that behind all this facade, there are more buildings in the backyard. And this is a good example for this. See, there's like lots of companies there. Let's have a look in the backyard. And I would say this is very typical for Berlin in general, and also for
yeah, the building here, like
that you go, that you go in the backyard, and then there's another building, and sometimes there's a second backyard. But I don't think we can get through and exit on the. There's no exit on the other side. Yeah, number 2. I think there are like yoga places and dance schools, and so the new movie pilot office is really nice. You have to see it because it's golden inside, because it used to be a ballroom.
Okay.
And when they got it, they said, let's just keep this and this ballroom style. Those are one of the see bigger streets of Kreuzberg. And once a year here in this area, there's the huge carnival. It's called Carnival of Cultures, also Carnival der Kulturen, where people, it's like a parade.
When is it?
It's in June, I think.
Okay.
And when the weather is good, there's 1 million people there, celebrating, partying, and all this is then full of people and no cars. Yeah, so this always passes by here. There's actually 2 famous fast food places here. What do you see here? Like one is Curry 36, and the other one is Mustafa's Gemüse Kebab. So Mustafa's, and I would say they're gross, both of them. I wouldn't eat there, but this is in the Lonely Planet, and everybody goes there, and it's open almost all the time. And when you have this kind of cult status, then people just come. And this kind of fast food is famous as a kind of Berlin specialty, this currywurst. To have sausages with lots of sauce on it, curry sauce, but it's a kind of curry ketchup mix something, and it's drowned in it. So in other parts of Germany you get just a little bit of ketchup, but here you can't see the sausage anymore because it's like a soup more. Let's have a look. So here you can maybe take a peek.
Okay, yeah.
And also in Berlin people say that they're direct. You see like all the people are queuing. And let's go to the other place. So
it's always busy like this, or?
Yeah, it's always busy like this. Also when you come like at 4 in the morning, it's always, and when it's raining, all the time.
Okay.
If you queue for Mustafa's Gemüse Kebab, which means vegetable kebab, but it's also with meat. And when you queue here, it takes half an hour until you're there. So you wait for half an hour to get just a dinner you can get everywhere in Kreuzberg and everywhere in Berlin. But this is for some reason special because it has some deep fried vegetables in it as well, which I would say is not really worth it. But you have to eat it once in your life, obviously. Okay.